Well, it's a very warm welcome indeed. We're on a Tuesday afternoon and great to have you with me. Lovely to be with you. Just going to take this nice and relaxed. Got 5 horses for you. They're not running on Tuesday, running on Wednesday. These are for Wednesday's action. 3 of them are coming from the meeting at Tipperary over there in Ireland. All big price ones, all very fancied and all got exceptional chances at big prices. And I can tell you over there in Ireland, my success rate's absolutely par excellence. Nobody in the tipping world or nobody in the broadcasting world, nobody in the journalistic world has tipped more big price winners than me, that's for sure. In Ireland, average price winners around about 10 to 1, and I've struck very, very high indeed and made a vast amount of profits for everyone concerned with my Irish tips. And I'm going to give you 3 of them free of charge in a moment, all running at Tipperary. That's not all, because I've got 2 horses for you running at Beverley up there in Yorkshire, which again are going to be decent prices. So you may want to put them all together in a Super Yankee or a Lucky 31, or back them just individually. Go as you long, as long as you like. I'll leave that with you. But I'm going to be having 3 doubles in a treble or something in Ireland each way, as well as backing them individually. And I'm also going to chunk these 2 at Beverley. I'm very keen on them all, that's for sure. And they're all big prices, all in handicaps, definitely all got chances at big prices. Going to start first of all at Tipperary. It's an idiosyncratic track, meaning that it can prove a little bit draw bias there on a lot of these races. Not the one I'm going to tell you first, the 303 at Tipperary. That one's not too bad, so with 7 furlongs. But some of the other races, you need a high draw at Tipperary, or you really, you're under pressure before you start. But the one at 303 at Tipperary is a horse I like very much indeed. It's called Calzaghe, trained by Kevin Thomas Coleman and ridden by Joey Sheridan. Now, Sheridan's not doing too bad, but Coleman's only had 2 winners from 43, but he doesn't have too much to go to work with. But I think he's got a great chance with this horse, who's got 3 runs, 3 noughts. Now, incidentally, Calzaghe has had 3 runs. Each time it's been ridden by an apprentice claiming £7. Tomorrow it's got a full flight jockey on. And each time it's ran, it's gone off at a massive 80 to 1. Each time, 80, 80, 80. I don't think it'll be 80 to 1 tomorrow. I think it'll be more like 14 or 16 to 1. Sheridan takes them out. He's had 9 wins this season, Sheridan. He was replacing an apprentice. And I think Joey Sheridan could ride a winner here. He's had 117 winners, Sheridan, so very experienced indeed. So they've put the right man on board, and I think it's got a really good chance. It's in the 303 at Tipperary. I'll just go through it again with you. The 303 at Tipperary. It's number 11. It's only had 3 runs, 0, 0, 0, and it's called Calzaghe, Irish bred gelding. It's got a great chance, drawn 16s. And it's the first time in a handicap, and that's the time to catch this horse. Runs off a really low mark, a mark of 6.0 blind 60, and it has an outstanding chance in a 47 to 70 rated handicap. You won't find this being tipped probably anywhere else, because it doesn't stand out anywhere else, does it? 3 noughts, 3 runs. It's had 80 to 1, 80 to 1, 80 to 1. But in this class of race, this trainer's very adept at pulling a big gamble, and this horse could win in its first run, first running in a handicap, that is. And I think the ground's going to be all right. It's ran 3 times on heavy ground. It is heavy again tomorrow at Tipperary, and I'm sure it's going to run a big race at a big price. Could pop up this one, 12, 14, 16 to 1. Okay, my second horse runs also at Tipperary, and it goes in a race which is the 403. Now, this is one of those races which is the draw bias significantly against low numbers. So you need to be looking for a high one, but it's no good just looking for a high number and hoping for the best. You've got to have the horse which could pop up and wink at the judge as well. And number 3 here, it's called Magic Charm, is a horse I'm pretty sweet on. Trained by Martin Hassett over there in Ireland. And Martin hasn't had a winner this year, but he has had 4 winners last year from 33 runners, and is the sort of race that and these handicaps that Martin Hassett is very, very adept at pulling the joker out the pack. And I think it's got a great chance. It's got the son on board claiming £5. It's a Magic Charm, number 3. Didn't have much of a chance last time up. Got into all sorts of problems early on in the straight. but the jockey finished like a bomb on it. I watched the race over and over again on VT videotape. And number 3, Magic Charm, is well, I don't say he's going to win last time out, but he would have been exceptionally close to winning. Instead of finished 7th of 18. That was at Cork. It ran a really good race. The ground conditions are okay. The draw's great. It should be about 8, 10 to 1. Number 3, it's called Magic Charm. It's in a 19-run handicap. They pay out first 5, as well as Carl's Ragged race. They pay first 5. So there's your first 2 bets of the day, both at Tipperary. And I've got one more to go at Tipperary, which is in their finale. So I'm going to give you that one now as well. But don't forget, I've got the 2 at Beverley, which I'm going to switch over to Yorkshire in just 1 second. But let's stick with Tipperary. And I'm very keen on this one as well. This is another horse who certainly has the ability to win, even though it's got no form to its name. Its last 6 runs are all noughts. Naught. It's trained by Charles O'Brien and ridden by Billy Lee, who's a real top flight jockey. Billy Lee rode the horse last time out. Again, it's a horse that I've had my eye on for a little while. On the 9th of May, he rode the horse at Gowran Park and it finished 5th of 16. That day was an interesting race. Lee was well out of his ground and never moved a muscle on it, but Paradise Lost finished very, very fast indeed. And it's significant that Lee's kept the ride, or wanted to keep the ride, on this horse, who's well handicapped off a mark of 62. It's number 8. It's called Paradise Lost. It was only beaten a few lengths last time, 5 length all in, but was finishing like a rocket. And I say Lee never moved a muscle on it really. And the horse is ready to strike. And drawn 13, got a cracking draw, and I think it's going to be there or thereabouts. The bookies pay first 5 on this event, just as they do the other 2, where you've got Magic Charm and Calzaghe in the 303, 403. This one's in the 508. It's called Paradise Lost, and it's a horse I'm very, very sweet on indeed. Again, it's a horse most people wouldn't find because it's got 6 zeros next to its name, and on the face of it, hasn't got a chance. But it has got a chance. It's well weighted. The ground conditions are perfect. Billy Lee, top jockey on board, and has to go close in my opinion. 26 winners this year, 400 winners in the last 5 years, Billy Lee. An absolutely significant jockey booking, and it'll do for me. Okay, so there's 3 horses all over in there in the Emerald Isle, as is the one tonight running at Downpatrick on a horse, Sun Air, in the 7 o'clock. I wish you the best of luck with that one. But I've got 2 for you running at Beverley on Wednesday. Remember, these are horses for Beverley, and on Wednesday night. And then on Wednesday night, I'll be back at 6 o'clock for Thursday's action, if you get where I'm coming from. So all my horses are in handicaps because the average price horse I select is 7 to 1, and the average price winner I predict is 7 to 1, come 15 to 2. Over in Ireland, it's a bit bigger. My average price winner is 10 to 1. And the average price of those 3 horses, what I picked you today, if anyone wins, I'm pretty sure it'll be a 10 to 1 winner. Almost guaranteed if one of them wins, it'll be a big 10 to 1 winner. So there we go. So with no more ado, let's go to Beverley, to the 210 at Beverley. And I'm pretty sweet on a horse trained by Darrell Holland, ridden by an old friend of mine who's rode horses for me in the past, Franny Norton, getting to be the veteran stage now, but Franny's still a good jockey. He rides number 2. It's called Evocative Spark. Evocative Spark. Not the best draw in the world, drawn 10, but there are only 11 runners. And I'm over this 7 furlong extended distance, so I'm going to go for number 2, Evocative Spark, to run a very, very strong race indeed. I think the race could be run to suit. Should be a good pace. It likes to come off that pace. And Evocative Spark each way, drawn 10 there in the 210 at Beverley, is my 4th and penultimate bet of the day, which leaves 1 more to go. And it's on a horse in the 410 to Beverley, on a horse I think it's got a really good chance indeed. Again, not the greatest draw in the world, but there are only 10 runners go to post, and over a mile and a half I'm going to take a punt on this, that's for sure. The horse I like is number 4. It's called Nightlife, trained by Mark Wolford and ridden by promising jockey Billy Loughnane, who's making quite a name for himself and lost his claim now in quite double quick time. So number 4, Nightlife, is the one I like very much indeed. It's going to appreciate going back in trip here to a mile and a half. It ran over 9.5 furlongs last time, once a bit further. It's got that now, it's got the up in trip. I think the conditions are perfect for it, and I think it's got to go close, I really do. I think the race should be run to suit. It's number 8, Nightlife, should be 6 or 7 to 1, maybe a bit bigger, but around that mark, and I think it's got a great chance of doing the business. So there's 5 horses there, all got outstanding claims. 5 horses inside 10 minutes. I've got through them as fast as I could for you. Dropped my pen on the floor there. But there we go. Paradise Lost in the 508 in Ireland. Really good chance of the big prize. Calzaghe in the 303 at Tipperary. Also at Tipperary, got a great chance, big prize. Magic Charm, 403 Tipperary. Those 3 horses in Ireland can all win huge prices. The bookmaker's paying out first 5, so even if they're all placed, it's going to be a big winning bet. Evocative Spark in the 210 at Beverley, and Nightlife, keep your eye on that one, in the 410 at Beverley. Listen, I'll be back to you. Good luck tonight, by the way, with that 7 o'clock San Air. Let's hope it runs a big race. I'm sure it will. Another big price one, 12 to 1. And there we go. So sooner or later, we are going to strike big. And when you do, these horses, any double pays around about 100 to 1. Any treble pays 1,000 to 1. So big chances of really hitting the jackpot with me. No short shots guaranteed. It's all about big prices, big profits and big chances. That's it. Give me the thumbs up if you so wish. I'll be back with you, God willing. We'll all be back tomorrow at the normal time, 6 o'clock. And that'll be for Thursday's action. Bye for now.